As well as the standard fair use policy, this video is protected under the Treaty of Peace and Friendship 1787.
Moors are awake. We are taking our place on this planet.
My nationality is Moorish.
This video is a follow-up to the video I did correcting Taharka Bey. Now the reason for this video is pretty much Taharka Bey jumped in my comment section challenging me to a debate. Now before we get into my response to him challenging me to a debate, let's just focus on one of the pieces of information that Taharka introduced in the video that I am saying is false information.
Now, when you look at the term Bey, people think that the Bey is Turkish. I see somebody say Turkish in there. Well, the Turkish adopted the term Bey. That comes from North Africa near the area of Libya. That come from when the Moors, if you will, the Moabites, and some say, well, Moabites, they traveled from East Africa, which would be the Levant, that they call the Middle East now, and they move towards Northwest Africa, and along their way, they begin to create kingdoms along the way. And one of the kingdoms was the Bayan kingdom, and you can find that in the area of Libya, and that's where the term Bey come from, and it means one who governs. And the Turkish took that title, and they used it within the Ottoman Empire.
Okay, so we heard what Taharka just said. Now let's go to the comment section. Now, as we see here, Taharka Bey is responding as Moorish World TV. That's his channel. Now, his response to the video that I made correcting him is, I will debate you on anything I said. Let's set it up. Now, my response was, debate me. That's your ego speaking. Now, the reason I said what I said is because it's strictly an ego thing for you to challenge me to a debate on information that I know that he knows is wrong. There's no way in his mind that he can think that the information that he said on the Bam Kingdom is actually real. So the mere fact that this man is willing to debate me on an issue that he and I both know is a fictitious kingdom that he mentioned, that's ego. He just can't accept the fact that somebody challenged him and called him out for the information that he presented. There is no reason for you to challenge me to a debate. First and foremost, I don't have time to debate anyone. Secondly, Taharka Bey, you are what is called a grand sheik, so you're supposed to teach. There's no reason for me to debate you on the information that you brought forth. Just teach us. I challenged you and I challenged your information. So make a video teaching us about this quote unquote Bayam Kingdom. So like I said, Taharka Bey, you are a grand sheik and I am just a mere student. I love learning new things. So if this Bayam Kingdom that you mentioned is real, I would like you to make a video and simply teach us about this Bayam Kingdom. Now, when you make your video, there are a few things that I would like you to answer in regards to the Bayam Kingdom. Now, I'm going to start with some of the things that I would like to know about this Bayam Kingdom. Name a king or a queen from the Bayam Kingdom. What years was this Bayam Kingdom in existence? What language did the people of this Bayam Kingdom speak? What god or gods did the people of this Bayam Kingdom worship? What was the name of the currency the Bayam Kingdom used? Did the Bayam Kingdom have any alliances with any other nations? How did the people of the Bayam Kingdom bury their dead? Are there any archaeological sites of the Bayam Kingdom? What were the trade routes of the Bayam Kingdom? Now, if you're going to make a video in regards to this Bayam Kingdom, these are questions that need answers in order for anybody to believe that this Bayam Kingdom actually existed. These are things that scholars would put in their writings when they're writing about the Bayam Kingdom. That's number one. Number two, when you are making your video teaching us about the Bayam Kingdoms, I would like you to show your sources. And like I said in my prior video, we are not accepting Moorish sources. We are not accepting sources where the author's last name is Bey or Al. We only will accept scholarly sources. Okay? Sources that have been peer reviewed. Okay? Now this is what we need in order for us to believe you about this Bayam Kingdom. Now I know you're a very busy man, so I don't expect you to jump up tomorrow and make this video. But if you want to substantiate the claims that you made about this Bayam Kingdom, then you have to show and prove. It's that simple. There's no reason for me to debate you. What are we debating? Just teach us. We want to learn about this Bayam Kingdom that you claim you and your people descend from. Now, like I said, there's no reason for debate. Even if I did take on the debate would be over before it even started, because there is no such thing as a Bayham kingdom. So what are we going to do? I'm going to set up a live talk with this man, and there's nothing for me to counter or even show, because the kingdom that he mentioned is non-existent. Now all he would try to do is present false information, and that's why I say it's an ego thing. He rather present false information than just concede and say, hey, you know what, you were right, there is no Bayham kingdom, I made it up, I was wrong, I was in the moment, and then that'd be that. But no, he would rather debate me on a kingdom that he knows doesn't exist. Now, here's another thing about Taharka Bey that I'm finding quite troubling. Now, he claims that he wants to distance himself from these sovereign citizen Moors. Now, we know these sovereign citizen Moors, they preach ideals like the right to travel. Like, that is strictly a sovereign citizen way of thinking, the right to travel. Now, I found a very interesting clip of Taharka Bey saying that he agrees with the right to travel. So now I'm totally confused, because the right to travel is a sovereign citizen thing. Now let's get into the clip.
And many of the things that the prophet has taught, Tariq does not demonstrate. Let's just be clear. He doesn't do what the prophet did. You know, if a person wants to implement the ideal of a right to travel, organize 150 people in a local city and go get it established. You know you're going to have problems. The nation is supposed to put things in effect that once it's in effect, it's on the table, and put the authorities on notice. That was the purpose of the prophet filing an affidavit. The affidavit is not asking for anything. It's putting people on notice. So in the spirit of affidavit, we need to put people on notice that this group is moving this way in each and every city. But you have to move as a group. You have to move as a nation. Now, the right to travel, I believe, it has a lot of valid points. Now, the right to travel, I believe, it has a lot of valid points. But I don't believe that one person should move on it. I believe a nation moves as a nation. And if you want something to be a part of the fabric of the understanding of Moorish science or your Moorish ideal, you have to move as a nation. One individual can't move alone. Asking people for delegation authority, one individual, nations don't move like that.
Now, you heard what Taharka Bey just said. He said the right to travel, he believes, has a lot of valid points. Now, as I said, that whole right to travel thing, that is strictly a sovereign citizen thing. Now, he's also advising Moorish Americans to organize around the right to travel and get something done. So he is telling everyone that he believes in the right to travel, and the thing to do is organize as Moors, and then I guess go out there and practice your right to travel. I'm not even quite sure. But regardless, this man claims that he wants to separate himself from the right to travel, and yet you heard him say that he believes that the right to travel has a lot of valid points. Yet and still, the right to travel ideology, that is sovereign citizen rhetoric. Point blank, period.
Now, the right to travel, I believe, it has a lot of valid points.